Nigger. Hello, we have 2 viewers, I think. We just had for a second. No, we have 2 viewers. Okay. Hello everybody. Welcome back to another live stream. I decided to make another one as there was not much going on earlier on in the day. But to no surprise really. I mean, at this point it's nigger. I mean, it's really not a surprise when we have so many severe thunderstorm warnings and watches up for many of these areas. We see quite a bit of watches and warnings up for a lot of the country. There is almost 2 areas of risk. There's one in the eastern Ohio, western Pennsylvania area, and that one is pretty vigorous, producing quite a bit of storms. And then we have one across again, the plains, Oklahoma, Texas, Panhandle. I mean, the same areas day after day, seeing so much of this severe weather. So if you are just joining, we are talking about the severe weather. And hello there, Teresa Defada, Colin Ferrachuti. Hello, Northern Mother Illinois. Is that what you're asking for? I will check that out soon. How about Missouri? Alright, so we have a lot of requests already. Let's go look at some of these. So right now, let's go to northern Missouri. We are looking at some severe thunderstorm watches. Nothing really, hello Anthony, nothing really going on too significant at this moment. There's no actual thunderstorms that are severe warned. There are a couple of advisories issued saying that, we may be looking at a little bit of, can you guys hear me or no? I don't know if you can. Alright, never mind. Alright, so, what's up, the Cater Meteorologist, D2U, Daily Tropical Updates, what's up? We are looking at right now, hello from Metro Detroit, Michael Eston, Amarillo, Texas. Alright, I'll check all those areas. So first let's go to Missouri. There's just a severe thunderstorm watch. A little bit of thunderstorms are starting to develop across northern Missouri. And then if we go to Iowa, there isn't much, only in the southern portions. Northern Illinois, I think that was a request, right? Northern Illinois. Hello from Northern Virginia, and thanks for your channel. I can hear you fine. Thank you, Tamara. Awesome that you can hear me, and awesome that you're from Northern Virginia. So right now we're looking at the severe weather again. You can see there is quite a bit of severe weather across the plains. In terms of northern Illinois, I think I got a comment across northern Illinois. There's not much going on right now. It's very warm, unexpected warmth. It got hotter than it was supposed to be, and the main thing was it's sunny, and it was supposed to be raining, which it's not. Yes, the Midwest does definitely need a break at this point. It's a little bit ridiculous at this point. They've been seeing so much rain, so much thunderstorm activity, so much. Just the rain has been nonstop, and the warnings, and the people have been on. The people have been on guard for such a long time. Hello, Andy. How's that groundhog doing? The kid meteorologist, yeah, Midwest definitely needs a break. So, someone asked me Amarillo, Texas. That's Anthony. Let's see, Amarillo, Texas. See what's going on over there. Yeah, there's quite a bit of activity. Squirrel Gardens. Yay, so glad I made it to a live stream. Hello, Squirrel Gardens. I'm glad you can make it to my live stream. It should be that way. Thank you that you made it. It's nice that we have 11 viewers. Thank you guys so much. And right now, across northern Texas, Amarillo, there is quite a bit. Sorry if I'm butchering that name, but you have a flood advisory. There's no warnings. Most of the activity is just happening to the south of you. But look at the radar. I mean, there was some thunderstorms earlier that definitely impacted your area. Now it seems like they're winding down, but just to the south of you, there's a fairly big chunk of severe weather. So you can see the temperatures. This was when was this? This was today, so very chilly actually for Texas. I mean, here we got up to 80, almost 90, and then down there it's it's not that warm. But okay, sorry, I'm getting a little bit off guard here. So let's just go to one of these severe thunderstorm warnings. Hello, Weather Hub TV. Sharon Corwell. Hello from southeastern Illinois. So happy you have to this channel. Thank you, guys. I am really appreciative that you guys are watching and actually staying on board. This means a lot to me. My weather app asks me if it's raining. Southeastern Michigan. As far as I'm concerned, I'll have to check that because I don't really know the weather right now in southeastern Michigan. I'll have to look at the radar. No, here in Michigan is good. All right. So in terms of the severe thunderstorm warning, let's go to it. These storms seem pretty powerful. You could see nickel-sized hail, so that's not the worst. 70 mile per hour wind gusts. That is definitely enough to produce quite a bit of damage. These storms are powerful, but they're not as strong as we saw them a couple days ago. A couple days ago, we've been looking at storms that were way stronger. We're only at an enhanced risk, which is still fairly high, and we should definitely heave warning because a enhanced risk is still fairly significant. It's just that as of now, there's no moderate or high, which there was a couple days ago. So maybe a little bit, calmer right now. From Detroit here, XXX, hello. Let's go. I don't think there are any. Okay, no, there are tornado warnings. So let's just go to the tornado warnings right here. They're so small and isolated, I can't even spot them on the map. I think there's one in Texas though. Okay, tornado and hail up to 2 inches in diameter. So again, because just hey there, you need a moderator. As of now, the chat is really slow. There's not many people that are watching, so I don't think I need a moderator as of now. But I may in the future, in the winter time. But thanks for the suggestion. Hello, Clint, Cataline, and now, so yeah, just because it's enhanced doesn't mean these thunderstorms are going to be completely non-severe. I mean, you could see tornado and hail up to 2 inches in diameter. That is fairly significant. That is actually very significant. That's 2 meters in diameter. That's, I think, somewhere close to about a baseball, if not a softball. So definitely something to be concerned about. If we go to the areas a little bit further down, they're saying flying debris will be dangerous to those without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. So definitely take shelter if you're in any of these areas. Let's go to just that frenzy right going on across the panhandle of Texas. It's like a frenzy of thunderstorms. I mean, it is pretty significant. You can see there's a tornado warning just to the north of Lubbock, Texas, but Amarillo right now is under the nothing warned. It seems to be the worst over you, but it could definitely still, an individual cell could still fire up and hit your location. So that's definitely still a concern. There's plenty of severe thunderstorm warnings going on. This is another big threat for you guys. If we go to the area across Michigan, I got a comment, Squirrel Garden. So Missouri Ozarks are going to get a pass on this one. Supposed to dissipate tonight before it gets here. I think you guys, the Ozarks, so that's like southern Missouri, I don't think you guys will get as much rain with this one at all. They're showing chance of T-storms, thunderstorms, which shouldn't be really too awfully bad. You should have 1 billion subs. Well, thank you, Kid Meteorologist DTU. Daily tropical updates, and that means a lot. I'll work my way up to a reasonable amount. So you can see in Missouri, if you live in Ozark, you should be fine. Just a chance of an isolated storm. They're not even going to dissipate. They're just kind of going to go north of you. They're just not going to really impact your area too significantly. If we go to the western Pennsylvania, Ohio area, you can see we have a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings, which is surprising because many people here, don't expect the severe weather. They're thinking it should all be a cop. Do you think they? They think it should be all happening across the Midwest, but you could see, I mean, New Philadelphia, Canton, Youngstown. Canton is just in a severe thunderstorm watch, but there are many severe thunderstorm warnings. So let's just go to which one looks the most severe on the radar. I'm looking right here. Let's go to this one. And this one seems the biggest and most widespread. Omaha, Nebraska is getting thunderstorms after 2 a.m. Yeah, if it does happen in Nebraska, it'll be a little bit overnight. Won't be now. But, yeah, you could see this is across Philadelphia. Or, sorry, New Philadelphia, which is in Ohio. Not just, not the city, big city, Philadelphia. So let's go to the severe thunderstorm warning and see what's going on. So, severe thunderstorms were located along the line extending from Lisbon to 8 miles south of Carlton, moving east at 50 miles per hour. So impact, minor hail damage to vehicles is possible, so this doesn't seem too awfully bad. Okay, quarter-sized hail, that is still, take a quarter and imagine a little ball, put a little sphere, put a hemisphere on top and on bottom of it, and you have a hail ball and quarter-sized. So that still could damage your vehicle or destroy tender plants. So that's not what you want. Wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. So doesn't mean you will get one. It doesn't mean you will get a 60 mile per hour wind gust, but there's a possibility that you might. And okay, so the source right now is just the radar. There's no spotters, no spotter indicated. It's just, this kind of popped up out of nowhere, but it was forecasted. But I'm not sure if it was forecasted on this intensity. Not on severe side, just some heavy rain. Yeah, I don't think the severe tomorrow though. I think you guys may be more in a severe spectrum across the plains, because it moves back to the west kind of. And you could see across across Pennsylvania and Ohio. We see a bunch of warnings again. A lot of these storms erupting. It's just very warm. Look at these small cells right here. These are also fairly damaging and destructive. They could be. They are definitely potent despite the size. You're talking so close to the microphone. Sorry, Adrian. Is that a joke? Because I don't know if I'm talking far away, because I can't really tell if you're being sarcastic and I'm talking far away from it. Actually, if it's again, guys, this won't be a superb live stream. Did you see potential Barry? I yesterday looked DTU. I also yesterday looked in the tropicals and the National Hurricane Center. I noticed there was some threat in the Pacific, but nothing too significant in the Atlantic. So I think you're talking about the Pacific. I'm thinking right now. Let's go to the Storm Prediction Center. I wanted to quickly, guys, show you what are the risks for the next couple of days. So if you are just here for just a couple of minutes, I want you to be aware of what's going to go on in the next couple of days. So this is what Saturday, which is today, looks like. And you can see there is an area right here where those thunderstorms are occurring across Ohio and Pennsylvania. How about the Illinois-Wisconsin border tonight? I'll check that in just a minute, guys. But I'll check that in just a minute, Lynn Brown. But at this point, it doesn't seem too awfully bad. Again, they were showing a lot of rain for our area, but it never really formalized. Across, they were showing a lot of rain across the Chicago area today, and it never really. And right now we're having beautiful sunny skies, so I don't think you'll see anything significant. But you can see right here is a threat that's probably the biggest across Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. And if you live in Ozarks, again, marginal risk. So a few isolated severe thunderstorms could occur, but nothing too significantly, concerning, I would say. And definitely not a moderate or a high risk, which was actually a couple days ago. And then across, you could see the east. We are seeing a little bit of thunderstorms and thunderstorm activities. In terms of tomorrow, Sunday, which is a different day, obviously. This is and Saturday, and we could see it moves over, and the enhance is way bigger. So I may need to go live again, just to warn you guys, because the enhanced is getting a little bit bigger for tomorrow, but still look in the relatively same areas across northern Texas, Oklahoma Panhandle, Kansas, and southern Nebraska could be seeing quite a bit of severe weather. In terms of the slight risks, it's quite a big chunk of the country. So I'm expecting quite a big outbreak tomorrow. The slight risk also extends into the east, and then though the rest, if you Lynn Brown, if you're questioning about the Wisconsin border, it is there's just a thunderstorm chance, so it doesn't seem too big, not at all actually, but definitely for the plains, yet again another day of severe weather. Monday there is only a slight, but it's across different locations now. It is across across Illinois. So if you live across Illinois, Wisconsin, southern Wisconsin, Iowa, Nebraska, we are seeing quite a bit more of this severe weather. We're seeing quite a bit more of this potential starting to get risen again, becoming more impactful. Tuesday there is a severe, which is just equivalent to an enhanced, and you could see it's across the center part of the country, so not in a alarmingly different location, but in a slightly different. In day 5 you saw quickly was across Texas, so similar locations, guys, which is a little bit concerning because there's a lot of rain with these thunderstorms, and that is just what piles on, because if you just get hit by hail, you miss it once, you don't get damaged, then the second one won't pile onto the second one. It's kind of like compounded interest with this rain, but disinterest basically, because you're seeing literally rain from the previous ones count with the rains from the next ones, and just more and more rain. So that's definitely not too good. But you could see in terms of so nothing too alarming in terms of the severe weather in the next coming days like that you should panic about, but definitely some things that are a little bit definitely some things that are noteworthy. So let's go back to let's just go to the radar right now. Let's just I have this application, except it may it may interrupt the connection a little bit, so get ready for that. The connection may get a little bit worse if I go on this radar, so let's just try it, because it's like an app that takes quite a bit of internet, and I don't really we don't really have the best internet here, but it takes up quite a bit of it. Lynn Brown, thank you. Keep up the good work. Love your channel. You are the only one I listen to. You're always right on the spot. Well, thank you. That means a lot. Guys, since you guys are on my live stream, are you going to be live every day, Adrian? No, definitely not. Especially, I'm just going live now because it seems like it's fairly active weather. I've been live for the past 3 days, but I don't think I'm going to, continue that streak. Probably not going to. Maybe, actually, I'll probably be live tomorrow for a little bit because it's going to be fairly significant. But then after that, probably not, because it's becoming more busy in terms of like my life. We're going on the vacation I was talking about, and that will lead me to being gone for around 17 days. So expect basically nothing from me at that point, which is it has been the longest period I've been gone on this channel ever. But I think we'll be fine. And again, during the fall and winter, we'll be starting a fairly big season again with winter storms, and this channel should start to get more active again. Right now, I'm not too concerned about the condition. DTU, the Kid Meteorologist, you should go live on a system in the Atlantic. MBGC combo. Okay, I'll see about that. Wait, where are you going? Well, I'm going basically to see my family, and that's gonna be a little longer period of time, and there's like not really good connection there or Wi-Fi or anything like that, so I don't really want to even bother with that. So I'll be gone for quite a while. Go live during tropical storms and hurricanes. I will, but right now there's not a major threat of those. But definitely in the coming future, if there are after July, August, I will try to. And on winter storms in the winter, I'll also do it this year for the first time, which I usually, never did, but this time I think I will. So let's look at this radar. We're looking at, quite a bit of action going on. Again, the little bit in southern Texas, mainly across the panhandle of Texas, Oklahoma, and into Kansas. Very heavy rain. Yet again, these areas are repeatedly getting hammered by rain, which isn't too good, but that's what at this point what they're left is. Notice how this area is developing. This may develop into a cluster similar of this size at one point, and it just depends where this hits. So Lynn Brown, I'm not guaranteeing you that you won't see rain, because this little cluster may extend with light rain across Wisconsin and Illinois. And the thing is, guys, with all these rain and summer systems, you need to be careful and keep your eye to the radar, because the weather models often lose it as well. They often are not as good as you'd like to think they are, like with winter storms or stuff like that. They are, they're showing no rain across this area, but then before you know it, a couple of hours later, there's a huge complex of storms over there. So it's something to keep your eyes on for, and definitely not something you should ignore. A couple days ago, this wasn't really forecasted for this area, and now they're getting hammered. So this may develop into something. At this point, doesn't seem like it will, but the main area is over here. So let's click on some of these warnings. Severe thunderstorm. The detail: a severe thunderstorm was located 60 miles northeast of Fargo. So if you know this location, I don't really know where Fargo is in this. Storm Chaser David, hello, MBGC Combo, the kid meteorologist. Can your fans and me make a group chat with you? Yeah, we could. If you really want to, we could. I'll see about that though, because that may be a little bit distracting to my work. So we'll see about that though. I'll definitely keep that in the back of my mind. And you could see the hail is reported to be about 0.88 inches in diameter, which isn't awfully too big, but definitely still something to keep an eye on for, and be active for, because that is still damaging. Wind 60 miles per hour, so that's not awfully too terrible. Let's go to some of the other warnings. There's one just north of that. You can see hail slightly bigger, 1 inch in diameter, so that's a little bit larger and a little bit more concerning. Location impacted: Freedom and Camp Houston. A source radar indicated, so no spotters are on the scene. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, sidings, and trees. So quite a bit of action with this thunderstorm, but nothing. I want to stress, nothing too insane like we saw a couple days ago. I think those are tornado warnings now. Okay, yes. So let's click on that tornado warning. Indiana just got slammed with severe weather Thursday morning. I was out chasing. I know, I saw that. That's awesome. They got chasing. I wish I could go chasing one day. Some of the bigger storms. I'll definitely try going on that if I grow up and have that availability to do that. It'll be awesome. Squirrel Gardens. I love your channel because you explain what the maps and data mean. You are a good teacher. Thank you. That means a lot. It actually means a lot. Thank you, Squirrel Gardens. Yep, you are a good teacher. Well, thank you. It means a lot. So the tornado warning right now is issued up until 6:30 p.m. It is moving east at 20 miles per hour, so fairly quick. Nothing out of the ordinary in terms of a tornado warning. 1 inch hail can damage a car windshield for sure. Definitely could damage a car. And he's not a teacher. Well, yeah, I'm not, but they're just saying that if I were to be one, then I would be a decent. 2 website you should Windy and Tornado HQ. I do use windy.com. It's a great one, but Tornado HQ, I think I'll have to still. I haven't been on that one yet. I bet Squirrel Gardens knows the groundhog. Andy, it probably does. She probably does. So you can see that there is. I was getting off track. So it's up to 6:30 p.m. and we are looking at mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Hail 2 inches in diameter. So obviously, the stronger the storm, usually there's a tornado associated with that. And when we at this point really see these big storms develop, then the hail always also gets bigger. I'm trying to look at the chat at the same time and tell you weather, so that's why I may be getting a little bit off task at some points. Storm Chaser, lol. I love to play in thunderstorms, get wet and soak in healthy rain, and I always do that, but I don't advise other people to do it, and I try telling myself not to do it, but I always end up doing it, which is a little bit hypocritical, but what can you do? The groundhog visits me every day, every evening, Snickers. So the hail is 2 inches in diameter right now. That's fairly significant, fairly strong. Up here, there's not much severe thunderstorm warnings or watches or anything like that. I think there's a watch though, but it's just more the heavy rain threat, which is very, 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 very which is very, still could be very destructive and damaging. Because these areas have been seeing rain day and day after day. I don't know what this is. Okay, yeah, so It is now severe thunderstorm warned this area across northern Missouri. So if you live in northern Missouri, I think someone asked me at the beginning of the live stream. I don't know if they're still here. But yes, across northern Missouri, there is a severe thunderstorm warning now. Quarter-size hail, which is significant. 1-inch hail. Radar indicated damage to vehicles is expected, and that seems the major threat. Yeah. Wind is less than 50 miles per hour, so that's not severe criteria, but it's significant, but not severe criteria. Sorry, I was reading the live chat. Dude, I love your live streams so much better than any other meteorologist. Not being nosy, but like, around what age are you? Because I want to be like you. Well, thank you guys. That is nice, and that is nice, meteorologist. I'm currently 16 years old, a junior in high school. I just graduated. Holy 16, and you know so much. Oh God, yeah. I guess, I don't know. I just try thinking of myself as, you know, just the average kid, but that's what I am. Yasmin Abukar, what website are you using? So this is not really a website. This is kind of like an app that came with the computer. This is like Windows 10. It just came with the computer, and it's a pretty decent app, and that's what I'm using. So I can't really tell you. I could tell you what it's called. It's like Live Radar. Literally, that's what it is. It's very broad and it's not specific, but that's what it's called. So yeah, again, this cluster across northern Missouri seems to be growing, not exponentially or insane, but it's definitely a little bit still increasing in size. And look at all these flood warnings. I also want to point that out. Look at this. There's just so many of them. These rivers are just absolutely expanding, and there is a lot of threat that these rivers are going to be, flooding homes, and this could be definitely even more destructive to homes than like a tornado, or equally as destructive as a tornado or large hail. You can see this river is, what is this? I don't know what. Okay, so Nebraska City, Missouri River. It is currently a moderate flooding. And moderate flooding is in forecast, so it will continue to rise till 23.4 feet by tomorrow morning, which is fairly significant. This river is the Cottonwood River, your Emporia. I don't really, minor flooding, so nothing too awfully bad. Let's go to some of the really bad ones across Oklahoma. I know those rivers are absolutely, they are very swollen and very puffed up with all the rain. So this is, let's go to Oklahoma and see this. Wait, where is Oklahoma? I'm starting to get lost. Hold up, I gotta zoom out. Okay, so here, I think that's a river that I was earlier talking about, the Cinnamon River, Cimarron River. Yeah, I think it's a major flood stage, or at least it was. Let's see, where is this? Flood stage, minor flooding. Okay, so it has definitely gone down, but it was at major and actually almost breaking a record at one point. Let's see, Southern Oklahoma River. I don't know. I'm just calling it the Canadian River. Okay, near Mustang. This one is at minor flooding as well. So there are plenty of rivers that are at minor flooding, but could escalate to major, or, even critical, or out of the criteria, because there are, look at this. There's so much rain across these areas that it's just occurring over and over again. So definitely not desired. And look, even up here across parts of the Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota area region, there are some minor floodings, which this one is also, minor floodings occurring during the next 7 days. So let's look at the chat. OMG, congrats on graduating. Well, I'm not graduating yet. I'm graduating next year as a senior. This year I'm a junior. But you are great and outshine the pros. Thank you, Lynn Brown. Why the weather gods hit this area, and at 28 feet. I think you're talking about the river that I was pointing at. You were. So you can see, let's go zoom in onto some of these storms across the east right now that are occurring across, so now they're moving into New York and across Pennsylvania. They're exiting out of Ohio, And let's look at some of these. Let's look at that tiny one right there. There's 2 overlapping. Let's click on the first one. Severe thunderstorm warning, hail 1 inch size, so that's around quarter sized, and wind gust up to 60 miles per hour, so that's very significant. Let's look at the second one. This one is, okay, this one is mainly about the winds. Okay, same thing, winds and radar, winds and hail, sorry, and it's radar indicated. So thank you. Haha, they have a squirrel emoji. Yes, they do. Squirrel Gardens, that matches your name. I mean, obviously, that was the whole point, but I don't know why I said that. So, let's go to this one right here. This one's a fairly large one. It is, again, quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So, if you're in any of these areas, I definitely advise you to keep on guard with these thunderstorms. They could be more destructive than you think they would be. Let's look at some of these entering Northern Virginia. I had a viewer from Northern Virginia, and now I don't know if he's here or she was here. I forgot who it was. But there was someone asking at the beginning of the live stream. So this one is golf ball sized hail. So this one, yeah, I'm telling you, some of these storms, that these individual ones are extremely damaging. Look, 1.75 inches in diameter. That's almost like the size of ones in Texas, and 70 mile per hour wind gusts. So definitely a cause for concern. Let's look at this one just south of Washington, D.C. Okay, so quarter-sized hail, 1 inch in diameter, and then wind 60 miles per hour. Let's look at the one here. This is in, I think, West Virginia. Yes, it is in West Virginia. And let's look at the first one. Hail, 1 inch in diameter, wind 60 miles per hour. Let's look at the more larger, broad one. Okay, so same threat. There's a bunch more of these smaller ones popping up, but at this point, only a few of them are warned. But, you know, these areas could definitely become warned in the next couple of days. These are definitely prone to becoming severe warned. So let's see if any new ones have popped up, any new tornado warnings. I think there's a tornado warning right there, which wasn't there before. Okay, so let's go right there. National Weather Service in Lubbock, Texas. So there's a bunch of Lubbock, Texas. There's a bunch south of there that are is producing quite a bit of tornadoes. You can see there's 3 right there across Texas, 3 tornadoes, which is very concerning in that area because it's next to, fairly close to a metropolitan area. Hi Cotton 8, you have a viewer from the Panhandle, Florida. Well, hello. I remember you from yesterday's live stream. Hello, Hi Cotton 8, welcome back. Pyro, I am from Virginia. Well, yeah, stay safe because those little thunderstorms, they're not widespread, but if you're in one of those paths, then you could definitely get a punch from them. Yasmin, is it because of the jet stream? Is there lift? Well, it's several factors. One of them is obviously the jet stream. That's always a factor in the weather, but it's associated with these weak lows that are coming off the Pacific, and they're kind of getting lost in the mountains and then coming back out, producing some of these little waves of storms that just at one point kind of split away from the low and just turn into a system of their own. So, guys, I'm feeling pretty tired right now, so I think I'll be ending it soon. How long? Okay, 32 minutes. That's not bad. I think I'll be putting an end to this soon. If you have any last questions, put them down. But yeah, I tried covering what I could do the most. Let's see just a National Weather Service map again. See what is going on in terms of the overall picture. Let's look at the radar for a second. Well, we were just looking at the radar, so let's just go to full resolution and let's see if it could. Okay, let's just type in National Weather Service because I want to see this. Vlog your vacation. Oh well, I might, but I probably won't put it on this channel anyways because I don't know. It's just I don't know if it's appropriate, like, to put on this weather channel or just something so random like that. But Squirrel Gardens by combo. Thanks for everything. No, thank you for everything. Thank you for being on his live stream. Thanks for everything you do. I love your vids. Thank you, Preston. You were on yesterday's live stream again. Thank you. I appreciate that you're back on here. And in terms of this, the map, it's relatively the same. There's a tornado watch across Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, and it's not spreading as of now anywhere. The only thing that's changed are really a couple of warnings across Missouri, and this may evolve into a heavier rain event across northern Missouri. So that is, a little bit, could be a little bit concerning, and could be a little bit destructive. If that does, Okay, so thanks again. Great coverage. Keep up the good work. Enjoy your family vacation. Thank you so much, Tamara. I appreciate it. I'll try my best to enjoy it. And remember, I will be making videos. I haven't done a video in quite a while, but I'll still be, doing videos. So, just maybe more. I apologize. Maybe a little bit more live streams here and there. So, I think we're just gonna end it here, guys. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe in these thunderstorms. You're awesome for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you all, guys, on the next episode or live stream. We shall see. See you guys all on the next episode. See ya.